thing either.
Yeah, basically, we've already got the transformational aspect out of Finn Balor, so we've already got one crazy Super Saiyan transformation. Now we're getting another one.
And for me, and I'm sure for everyone here, since they're going to have another rematch with a now upgraded Bray Wyatt, he has to win.
I think that's where it's going. If they're smart, if they want to retain the value of Bray Wyatt, because really, as far as I'm concerned, Finn Balor can take the hit.
If
he's already beaten him twice.
If they're going to do 3 matches in a row, and Bray Wyatt loses,
technically this is the 4th.
Well, sorry. Bray Wyatt won the first one, so whatever. The matches on pay-per-view, which are the ones
I'll give you that one.
Which are the ones that WWE really gives a shit about.
Barely.
That's
unless you pour blood on Finn Balor, but yeah. Or quote blood.
But you can't do that 3 times in a row and expect Bray Wyatt's barely taken seriously as it is because of how much he loses.
I mean,
so
even though he's won a good number of feuds, but the problem is he's won feuds, but nobody.
I think he's won more matches than he has feuds. Like if you're supposedly winning feuds,
he's won against Seth Rollins, he's won against Dean Ambrose, he's won against Daniel Bryan, he's won against Kane. The only difference when he's winning these feuds, nobody changes from it. They're still in status quo where they were when they started the feud. Granted, like the bigger matches, John Cena and Undertaker and Randy Orton, yes, he has lost. But really, when you look at it, those are the only 3 big feuds that he's lost. Everyone else, he actually, they're still going with Finn Balor, but Finn's winning.
He's obviously trusted with these guys for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it's devaluing him in the eye of the general public and like the wrestling fan, but a lot has to be said too of just him being trusted by the guy, by the powers that be and the opinions that matter around the company. Like, all right, whatever. Like, I get it. It would have been nice if he had a longer run with the title, or if he maybe got a chance at another run. Yeah. I mean, there's no chance in hell of that happening on Raw. But that being said, I mean, I don't know. Go ahead.
The big thing is if you're going to introduce this side to his character, you've been hinting at it. We've never really seen it, other than Goop and the bathing in the ashes or whatever. We haven't seen the manifestation, so you're gonna bring that out and then have him lose? No, I realize that this is the WWE we're talking about, and I shouldn't be talking about making sense ever. So, but if they want to keep making me happy, the tag team division makes sense right now. Why not have the mythical storyline make sense right now? The Demons won. The Man's won. So Bray Wyatt's going to bring out his mythical shit, and Bray Wyatt's mythical shit is going to win. That's it.
I'm going to make the early prediction that Finn Balor wins.
I'm going to say that Bray Wyatt wins round 3, and then next month... What?
4.
No.
He's continuing with me. Technically, it's their 4th.
Whatever. I want Bray Wyatt to win this one. And then I want this feud to go full anime before it ends, so that Finn Balor goes Demon Balor level 2 and just like summons a spirit bomb or something. and then the feud ends.
Just have one of the what were they called in Impact Wrestling with the Hardys?
Oh, the broken gimmicks. Wait, what?
No, the
Lake of Reincarnation
specials and whatever. Just have like.
That, yeah.
Just have like one of those where they're out in the field somewhere and they're just doing
the drunk.
No, just the way they're shooting the matches. He's talking about how they did the stuff like the final deletion.
They did that with the House of Horrors. That was a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, but that's with Randy Orton. That's with Bray Wyatt not showing any mythical powers and fucking Randy Orton
not
being
Super
Randy
Saiyan,
Orton.
Not Super
We've
Saiyan.
got
Bray
two
Wyatt.
guys. We've got 2 guys here.
So in this Dragon Ball Z anime final, who would come in as future Trunks to kill? Bray Wyatt here.
No one. Okay, there is no future Trunks in this story.
No, we're not going beyond the Namek saga.
Okay.
Fine.
I started the rant. I will end it with this. This is finally giving us an upgrade to Bray Wyatt's character, which people have been wanting him to do, which, in a certain extent, he does need, and hopefully this will actually elevate him. Finn Balor doesn't need elevation. He's the first Universal Champion. You can't take that away from him. Hopefully this will put Bray Wyatt in a position where now people won't look at him as a joke. People will actually take him seriously, and his feuds in the future will actually benefit from this.
To your point, Vacant took it away from him.
Huh?
Vacant took it away from Finn
Vacant?
Balor.
Vacant.
Yes. Vacant always wins.
Damn you, Vacant.
Vacant always wins. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Raw
enough.
rant. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'm tossing it aside until it's needed again. All right, now we're here. Now let's talk about the real reason why we're all here.
Yes, we're talking about WWE Hell in a Cell 2017. With no further ado, let's just dive right in, starting with the pre-show of Gable and Benjamin versus the Hype Bros on the pre-show. Gentlemen, who you got?
Dave, you're the guest. You go first.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's the pain of becoming a guest.
You have to think about the Hype Bros.
Just remove your liquid here for a second.
Oh god damn it!
So
You had to do that.
I mean, I don't care about this. I mean, I'm very happy about Gable and Benjamin becoming a tag team. Although I was happy with Gable doing his thing as a singles wrestler. Obviously, they don't trust him at that point. So I mean, this is a good substitute for Kurt Angle's bastard son. So I'll give this one to Gable and Benjamin, and the Hype Bros turn on each other.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely second that. Hopefully the Hype Bros don't turn on each other that soon. I'm sure they're going to be hinting at it. But ultimately, again, I'm one of that rare breed that actually likes the Hype Bros, so take that forever you will. Next.
I'll call it Scholar's Quick Talk. Do the Hype Bros break up after this match?
Yes.
I don't want them to, so I'm going to say no.
Because Vince McMahon is on this big hard-on on breaking up tag teams, probably.
I don't think they do it tonight. I don't think they do it at Hell in a Cell. I think they do it to Smackdown after. But reiterating what everybody else has said, you continue the storyline with the Hype Bros, and the only way that works is if they lose this match. So Gable and Benjamin for the win. And you also don't want to make Benjamin lose his first match
on pay-per-view
back. Even though they've done it to other people, I'm sure that you wouldn't want to do it to Benjamin.
Fool?
Well, make it 4. Ain't no stopping them.
No.
Gable and Benjamin, and Brian doesn't think so, but I do think they're going to have the Hype Bros start fighting each other once the match is over. And that's going to close out the pre-show, them beating the ever-loving hell out of each other. Like a bunch of 3-year-old girls.
Or just one Rough Rider and he walks out.
Okay, then.
Huh, maybe.
Okay, then. Well, anyway, moving on to the rest of the card, we've got, for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, in a Hell in a Cell match, we've got the New Day versus the Usos again. Guys, what do you got?
Why not keep the patty cake going? I'm gonna go with the Usos. Just every time they've fought for the titles have changed heads. Why not keep it going? The heel team wins. The New Day has already gone up in my estimation on Raw. Okay, by the end of their tenure on Raw, I just wanted them off of my TV. I didn't give a shit about the New Day. They came over, they got involved with the Usos. They're now back on my okay list. But the Usos are on a roll right now. The characters that they have, the promos that they cut, the promos on crack that they cut, and it's like these guys. Before these characters, okay, I have never said that I was looking forward to an Usos match. Never once. But now they're one of the only things I look forward to on SmackDown on a weekly basis. And I think that needs rewarding by having them win the feud with the New Day and move on.
I see what you're saying, but part of me I'm still convinced that WWE still sees the New Day as still a very serious asset. So I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked if they do it, but I'm not totally convinced yet. I'm going to go with the New Day to win this. Dark, Dave?
Well,
what you got?
I look at this as the whole purpose of the Hell in a Cell match, period, is the match to end the feud, the final go. And when I was thinking about, let's see, like where would people go storyline wise once this feud is over? And the only logical one for me is the New Day keeping the tag team titles after this one. Sort of similar to what Jeff said. I just see WWE putting so much backing to the New Day. I would love to see the Usos win and end the feud, but
the New Day have new underpants coming out.
Sold.
So,
I already bought 3 pair.
Did you really?
One for each guy.
Okay. Awkward. But for me, if the Usos win, it just keeps their feud going. And I think that would reach the point where it's overkill. Jeff, keep it in, man. Take a deep breath.
I'm good. Continue.
But yeah, if the Usos win, I just see this feud still going, and then it would reach the point. Okay, now it's overkill. They've done a Hell in a Cell. What more can these teams do to each other? I see this being the final one, and the New Day ending up winning the feud because New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Dave, what do you got?
I'm going completely opposite of what Tarek has said. I think right now the most logical way to make sense of this feud to end, as well as the progress of any potential storyline for the SmackDown tag team titles going forward, is for the Usos to win the titles. I agree with Brian with the flip-flop. It's going to continue. I mean, look at look at the landscape of wrestling right now, particularly WWE, since obviously the topic of discussion. They're more concerned about the pop here and now versus a long-term feud. This isn't NXT. NXT has these long, drawn-out feuds that keep people invested, that people give half a crap about, the whole 9 yards. WWE, it's always short-term, and more so on SmackDown than it is on either brand. So, to me, what makes most sense is the Usos win, and because, granted, Shelton Benjamin is one of the better athletes to ever come out of WWE, particularly Ohio Valley Wrestling, back when, the class of, Orton, Cena, Brock, and Benjamin. But anyway, they're going to push Gable and Benjamin really hard, really fast, because, you know what? Why the hell not? And it's not like they don't have, the Fashion Police that they could have given another chance to, or they could have done anything. But it goes along with my prediction of Gable and Benjamin. This one will be the one that puts them over the hump to get a shot at the tag titles, and the Usos are going to be that heel team to counter the face tag team in the next feud going forward.
Yeah,
that's why I said Usos.
Because it's also, you look at most of the teams that could challenge on SmackDown for the tag team titles, and they're all faces. So it's like,
except for the Ascension, but they don't matter.
Fuck the Ascension. But so the thing that makes most sense to me is to have the heel tag team to face off against the face tag teams up and coming. So,
and with that, it looks like we've got an even split, 2-on-2. See, that alone is going to make this match way more interesting for me. Not only it's just like the two of the greatest tag teams going today in WWE in a Hell in a Cell match for the titles, But
Potentially match of the night.
I think it'll be match of the night easily, hands down.
Yeah,
I mean,
no